Good morning, and it's a new day.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you for watching. We're gonna go check out some Christmas stuff. Right now we're heading over towards Rockefeller Center, which is right behind Radio City Music Hall. So let's see what that's all about. All right, here it is. Definitely made it look nicer than when it originally showed up on TV. And there is Rockefeller. Normally these flags here, they have all the countries from around the world, but it's Christmas time, so they had to make it more festive. Merry Christmas. And at night, that building is a whole light show. It's beautiful. We were up top yesterday at the restaurant. Let's see if we can actually go ice skating. I doubt it, but let's try. Alright, so we try to go ice skating. Now we've been here a couple of times on Christmas morning, and probably two times. Every time we've gone, it's about $47 or so. But today, it's New York. Apparently they wanted to raise the price. To walk in, it was $91 per person. So if you are going to do ice skating at Rockefeller, I would suggest highly to book in advance. It'll be slightly cheaper. All right, so this is the New York Public Library. The Lions keeping watch. The building itself is actually very beautiful inside. If you ever get a chance to go in, I would highly recommend it. Also, if you do get a library card, you do have actual access free to certain museums. Fun fact. So on the opposite side is Bryant Park. Usually they have a Christmas market, so let's take a look if it's open. All right, here's Bryant Park. Obviously it's Christmas morning, so I don't know how many shops are actually going to be open. There's the
library. This was the side from Day After Tomorrow, I believe. Now we might be able to go ice skating here. Some of the shops are open down there. Let's go check and see which shops are open. Ooh, those look delicious. So we might hop on a big bus or one of these touristy buses to hop on and off and check things out that way. For right now, I'm just enjoying the Christmas spirit. If you had any question whether it was cold or not, I think this fountain says it all. It is bitterly cold. It's actually warmer today than it was the last couple of days. Alright, so as you can see, we made it onto one of these top view buses. It's a little chilly out upstairs as we were, so we decided to come down. It's a hop on and off bus. So it was actually $49 per person and an $18 surcharge. So kind of pricey, but you can hop on and off at all the main touristy sections, and it goes until 7 p.m. So we're gonna get off at the Flatiron Building and show you what how that looks. All right, we're at the Flatiron Building. This is actually the building. We'll get a better view from the main side over there. Here is the Harry Potter Awesome Butter Beer. Currently it's not open, but when it is, you do have to scan the QR code and wait in line. But it is really nice, and like I said, the butter beer is amazing. Here we have the Flatiron Building. John Wick lives there. I'm just kidding. It's just a backdrop for the Continental. This clock has been there forever. Originally, the Flatiron Building was built in 1902. Unfortunately, for the last couple of years, it's had that scaffolding in the front, which kind of messes up any real pictures. The other thing is, New York City little thing is, anytime a building has needs repair of possibly anything falling down, they build up that scaffolding at the bottom to prevent any damage or anything like that. However, the one key thing is there's not really a time limit for that scaffolding. So a lot of buildings, and a lot of the reason you see the scaffolding all around the buildings is because it's easier and cheaper to keep that scaffolding up than to actually fix the building. So hopefully they'll finish that. Sorry for the road noise. Hopefully they'll finish that soon, so we can get some nice pictures of it. But it's been in several hundreds of movies. Alright, even though it's freezing, this place is warm, and it looks like they have delicious gelato. We'll see if it compares to Italy. We gave in. They said, get a bus, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Once in a lifetime. Here's the reality. Yeah. Real feels like -1. This would be nice in like the summertime. Alright, so this is the charging bull. And this is also what happens when you come on Christmas. Or in the summer. Pretty much the only time to come here is when it's nice and early in the morning. People don't seem to come here early in the morning. I would say before probably 8. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a little crazy. There it is. All right, welcome to the New York Stock Exchange. several people here taking pictures with their Kwanzaa at the base. And also, one of the things, if you haven't seen, is right across, looking at the New York Stock Exchange, is Fearless Girl. Now, Fearless Girl is a bronze sculpture by Kristen Visbal. It was it was installed on March 7th, 2017 in anticipation of International Women's Day. Obviously promoting female empowerment. I like how they put it right in front of the New York Stock Exchange, almost in defiance. But they have a beautiful Christmas tree. Well, that was pretty scary. Ice just came crashing down over here. Yeah, all that ice came off of there. Luckily, no one was there. This is the Oculus right in front of the One World Trade. The windows at the very top, that window at the very top, technically is supposed to open once a year on 9/11. And when you're inside, you can see straight up, looking at the One World Trade with the design. Now, it may look smaller on the outside because the majority of everything is on the inside. Huge shopping mall, and also it is a functioning train station. Let's go take a look. Yeah, this is very big. So if you notice, it is perfectly lined up with the One World Trade. So when this opens, which unfortunately I've never seen, it would be a beautiful sight. If you didn't read that, this spear was in front of the 2 World Trade Towers and the little fountain plaza in the middle. And now it stands once again in front of 1 World Trade. So this is what's called the High Line. Used to be a train track. You can still see they left some of it. They converted to a walkway, and we're getting over to the edge. It's the highest outdoor overlooking area in America, at least, probably the world. But we're not going up there today, but they have a glass floor. It's super cold. I can't even imagine how cold it would be up there right now. But we're definitely going to go check out the base floor, which has other interesting things. So this is new. I don't remember seeing this before. It looks like it's wind powered. I don't. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Los dedos ahorita que lo saqué del vessel, sí.
Oh, yeah. It was just installed. Jetsons, meet the Jetsons. That's a very cool building. Here we are at the Hudson Yard. There is where you would go to the edge, which is up there. But part of the reason I love it is just because it's beautiful. It also has something called the vessel. The vessel is amazing. So, several years ago, you were able to walk up each and every one of those walkways, take pictures, beautiful thing down, looking down. Now, though, unfortunately, too many people, or at least a few people, decided to use that as a jumping off point. So unfortunately, they did close it to everybody, so you can no longer go up there. Good thing, because it's, you know, in this place that luckily nobody will ever find another tall building to jump off of. Just saying, you didn't quite have to close it. Could have made the walkways a little bit higher for the glass, but it is beautiful. I'll try to see if I can include a picture of it from the top looking down. Let's go for a walk. Trying to get everybody's picture. that monstrosity. It's always the roof actually moves. There's wheels at the base, and it actually the roof actually moves out, and that's about the gap that it covers. So it opens up, but I've never seen it open, and I've never seen anything in it. So not sure what they're planning on doing with it. All right, let's cross over. And then the shops. We'll go inside there really quick too. Very high-end fashion, very pretty, but also you're gonna pay for all that. Cartier says it all. Let's go inside. Before, you used to have to make reservations to be able to go up. So it was free of charge if you picked a specific time. If you wanted to go anytime, you had to pay, I think, $10 per person. But now that they don't let you up, it's a little bit different. They kind of just let anybody in just because you're only taking pictures. Going up, you're not actually going up it. That's as far as you can go. They blocked everything up.
They don't have
As you can see in the back, all the trains all underneath the vessel. We finally found a rat. Alright, so we decided to not finish up with the bus tour, although it can drop you off and pick you up at, certain locations. It doesn't actually drop you off exactly where you need it to be, so you always have to walk a little bit. So by the time that we were already on the way back, it was either a 14-minute walk back to get the bus and then take it another 30 minutes to get back to the hotel, or just take the subway, and the whole thing took us 10 minutes to get back to the hotel. So obviously we skipped the bus. It might be worth it during the summer. Definitely not worth it during the winter. But this is the end of pretty much the video. There's not much more. Tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up. We're done for the day. Tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up and just head home. I may include a video of us getting here and kind of just what we went through, but other than that, we're pretty much done for New York City for now. We'll always come back, and every time we come back, there's always something new to see, so I highly recommend it. Let me see your phone. Well, I did want to mention two things. Number one, if you are coming here and you've never been here before, the City Pass is something that I would highly recommend. The other thing is, where's your maps? All right. The other thing is, a lot of people think that it's really hard to get around in New York City, but it's actually not too bad. So, I'm gonna try to see. So New York City is that island, right? So the easiest way to explain it is anytime you're taking the subway, if you're going down, you're going downtown. If you're going up, you're going uptown. The streets are labeled, usually they're all numeric for the most part, and usually it's the lower numbers in the bottom going all the way up to right now we're on like 50th Street or so. So the higher numbers you go, the higher up you go in New York City. There's Central Park, and then for side to side, same thing. It's numbers. So you usually start with 1 and then go to a higher number. It's left or right. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the other way around. So it's the higher number over here, and then it goes to lower number to higher number, and then once again lower number, higher number. Downtown, uptown. So if you wanted to go anywhere in the city, you just need to look at a map and know if you're going downtown or uptown. So it's really easy to get along to travel through the subway system. I definitely highly recommend it. Ubers are obviously a better way to go, but they're also going to be expensive, as we found out on this trip. Obviously, during the Christmas time, most of our Ubers were around between $20 and $30. So if you took 4, you're already spending $100 right then and there. The subway is $2.75 per person one way. So you do the math, you're actually better off taking the subway. If you have time, we're always rushing, so we can't wait for the train. We can't, take the time to walk sometimes. So it's a lot of times it's just easier to take an Uber for us because we're always rushing. We need to get to where we are, but at the end, we're gonna pay for it. So it was a good trip. It was the coldest it's ever been. I wish we would have been able to walk around at the Rockefeller Center, but the prices that they're charging are just realistically just ridiculous right now. I don't know if that's just because everybody's finally coming back to New York when, a couple of years ago not a lot of people were here or people were used to it, that we were able to get it for half the price, but definitely all the prices have gone up a little bit. We booked our hotel through Priceline. We booked it a while in advance, probably about 3 or 4 months in advance, so we were able to get a good deal. Priceline is usually how we book our trips. The next video that's coming out is probably going to be Toronto. Is it before or after? Cleveland. We're not going to do Cleveland. No offense to Cleveland, but we're not going to be there. We're only going to go for the boat show. They have an amazing boat show. So if you are in the Cleveland area, the annual boat show is really good, but unfortunately that's not enough for a video, especially for people watching around the world. It's probably not going to be too informative. One thing that we will video is we are going to Toronto, Canada, and we're going to the International Auto Show, which is equivalent to the Detroit Auto Show in America. So the Toronto International Auto Show is definitely something that I'll put a video up for it, because I personally think it's worth it, and they have an amazing car collection, and it's big enough, and it's definitely worth it. Beyond that, we are looking to go back to Cancun for my birthday. So we're gonna do a proper Cancun review and video blog. I know I put one up quickly from past videos, but it's better when I take you along with us. So other than that, this is Carlos and Jenna from New York City, wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and always
Like and subscribe and comment down below.
other than that, we'll see you on the next video.